Hello guys, and welcome to another video. You're probably confused. Most articles and videos you have seen so far tell you how great it is to be an entrepreneur or start your own business. They will tell you all about the 1% of the startups that actually made it big. Most of them will not tell you about the 90% of the ones that failed. There's a recent trend in society that anyone can start, own, and operate a successful business. Movies, television, and the media make it look so easy to become the next Mark Zuckerberg or get funding for the next big idea. I understand how attractive it is to have the freedom to choose your own schedule and work when you want. A chance to work from the beach or just work from the comfort of your own home. Building your dream product or service exactly how you decide. No boss to tell you what to do, no compromises to make, no tasks you're forced to do. Being an entrepreneur sounds great, but that is not the full story. There's another side to this. For all the freedom to choose your own schedule, there are 90+ hour work weeks. For every day working from the beach, there are months spent grinding away in a small apartment. The truth is, while entrepreneurship can be glamorous, that's not always the case. Despite all the hype and stories about Zuck, Steve, and Bill and Uber, founding a company is very risky and extremely difficult and more stressful than any other occupation on the planet. On top of which, 90% of startups fail completely, taking with them 100% of their founders and investors' money. The ones you hear about in the media are literally 1 in 10,000. Bill Gates started his software company and became the richest man on the planet. Zuckerberg built a website with users' photos and became the largest social media site ever. Elon Musk has his eyes set on Mars with SpaceX. On the surface, it sounds great, but here's what entrepreneurs have to deal with, and only a handful of them make it through and become successful. Financial risk. Depending on how you're funding your startup and how much revenue you have access to early on, your financial risk could be enormous. You might have invested your personal capital into the business, or you might have sacrificed a steady paycheck from a more reliable, long-term career path to start the business. On top of that, your business revenue will likely be inconsistent, leaving you with unpredictable paychecks and occasional shortages. If too much of your own capital is tied up in the business, the fear of failure is very real and could leave you with limited options for recovery. Every successful entrepreneur has taken great financial risks. For example, when Elon Musk started his first startup, Zip2, he borrowed $28,000 from his father and slept in the office for the first 3 months. And when Jeff Bezos launched Amazon selling books, he packed hundreds of books by hand. Overwork. When you're running your own business, you'll have more responsibilities than you ever had before. You will be in full control of how much you take on, but because you benefit more by taking on work yourself, it's easy to bite off more than you can chew. It's a point of pride for many people to work as hard as they can for as long as they can. But the truth is that an overworking lifestyle will ultimately do more harm than good. Working too long on a consistent basis can leave you exhausted, raise your blood pressure, leave you susceptible to common diseases, and put you at risk for a number of physical ailments. Depression. Depression in entrepreneurs is surprisingly common. Being an entrepreneur, solely responsible for countless decisions and under pressure to be positive all the time, gets lonely. You're often physically and emotionally isolated, unable to share your struggles with others for fear of showing weakness as a leader or admitting defeat. Meanwhile, the stress and pressure around you grows and you don't have as much personal time as you once had to recover. Relationship decay. Working long hours means you will be away from your friends and family. Being obsessed with your ideas means you'll have less time to share in your relatives' passions and interests. And when you do have free time, you'll probably be exhausted. It's no wonder why so many entrepreneurs have suffered from decaying relationships in one form or other. What we mention here are just some of the more common personal challenges entrepreneurs face. On top of that, they have to deal with taxes, people quitting, technical issues, and hours worth of meetings every week. And to be honest, you don't need to be an entrepreneur to find work which gives you purpose, helps you create a great product, surrounds you with amazing people, and pays you well. You can do all of that while working for someone. There is no shame in that. Despite all the doom and gloom that I have mentioned, if you're still convinced that you want to found your own startup, then congratulations. You're one of the 1% that are born to be entrepreneurs. I wish you good luck on your journey and recommend you watch our video on the top 10 reasons that 90% of startups fail. And I hope that you are successful in avoiding those problems. Just follow the video on the bottom right of your screen. So that's it for today's video. Please let us know what you think. And as always, please like if you found this video helpful, comment to share your personal experiences with other viewers, and subscribe to get our latest videos. See you guys in the next one.